it's Imelda here from Three Scrappy Sisters, and I am back with the second Laid Out Thursday scrapbook video for today. My first one is up this morning, and I am hoping to get this one up by sometime this evening. And this one is made using my Felicity Jane February 2017 London Kit, which I love. It's my very first Felicity Jane kit, and I think I'm hooked. So here I go. I started this layout with a white background. Again, like always, I am using the back of a pattern paper that I've had in my stash for a long time. And I really liked this blue polka dot paper. I thought it went pretty well with the shirt that my son is wearing in the photo. These photos were taken at a birthday party about, I'll say, maybe 4 years ago, so he would have been about 3 years old. No, I think it was 3 years ago, so he would have been 4, because he's going to turn 7 this year. And they were at a birthday party, and they had these clown noses, not noises, and I made him wear it. Actually, I don't think he wanted to wear it. He didn't like it so much, but he did it for Mommy, and so he allowed me to take a picture. And they were doing face paint, so you can see that he got a little bit of Spider-Man face paint done. So the first thing I am doing is I am just adding a triangle to the bottom of the white page, and I am hoping that this will draw your attention into the photo, kind of act like it's an arrow. And I am going to mount my photos on some of this paper just for some layering. I wanted to go with some of the colors, but I felt that the other blues were competing with the blue polka dots, so I went with a little bit more neutral papers. So I went with the graphic, I don't know what to call it. It's white and black, and it's got a lot of stripes across it. And I did go for a torn edge. I never ever do that, so I thought I would give it a go this time. And I kind of like the way it worked out. I'm not really one for a messy kind of look. I like everything to be straight, so it was new for me. I'm going to pop this photo on some foam and then back it onto that pretty aqua teal color. They kind of look like tally marks. They're not tally marks, obviously, because there's no 5 across, but yeah. So I am also just using this this paper that I used in my last Felicity Jane layout with the pink hearts on it. I know pink and a boy layout, but this scrapbook layout is for me. It's not really for my kids. I'm not making the album for them. The album is about them, but it's more of a family album, so I don't really feel like I need to have just boy colors or girl colors. And I tell my kids all the time, colors are for everybody. Boys can like pink, girls can like blue and black and green, whatever colors. So I don't have an issue with that at all. So here I just stitched the triangle with my sewing machine, and I'm going to back that on this teal paper with the beautiful scallop on the top. Although I did mess up, and I didn't realize that the scallop was basically like the manufacturer's strip, and I didn't cut it off, so it is bigger than 12 by 12 at this point. And then I noticed later, and then I have to rip it up and move it and trim a little bit from the top and a little bit from the bottom, which you'll see my issue with that in a little while. So I did just punch out some hearts from that teal paper with the tally marks on it. And on the other side is yellow. I don't use a lot of yellow, but this yellow was very muted. It wasn't too bright, so I didn't mind bringing that in. And I really liked that that scallop look on that blue card from the cut apart sheet. So I am going to just use a little a little piece of it so I can save some for something else. I did think of adding it to the bottom left-hand corner of the photo, but I thought that was too much. I wanted to keep everything to the right side so that it didn't compete with the torn edge of the paper. So I tried to think of what I was going to use, if I was going to use some of the stamps, which they're all really lovely, but some of them say something like my favorite or my world, my whole world, and because it's just a picture of my son, I felt like I would be picking maybe favorites, and I don't want to do that with my kids. So if it was a photo of maybe the both of my kids, then I can put my whole world because they both are. So I didn't go for any of those stamps. Here I'm just going through the tags, the chipboard, the cut aparts, just to see what I'd like to add. I would really like to add some more of the yellow. So I go with that tag, and I really like those colorful hearts on the bottom. Sorry, I added the label. Here I am thinking that because this label has a white banner with fishtails on either end, I'm thinking that I might want to cut the fishtails into the yellow. And when I cut fishtails into something, I usually use my heart punch so long as it is small enough. So long as the paper is small enough, but in this case the fishtails were a little bit wider than my heart punch was, and then I tried the square, and again that didn't work, so I didn't cut the fishtails into it, but that's a good trick. I've seen it on Pinterest, and I've started doing it ever since, so I could show you in another video just so you know what I'm talking about. Little appearance from Bella there, just waving hello. And I'm working on my title. My title is going to be Happy Dude, because he is always happy. Even when I, like in this photo, made him maybe pose for a photo he didn't want to, he still did it with a smile on his face, because that's just his attitude. He's rarely upset. Even when he's sick, he's not super cranky. He's still just a happy guy. So we love that. And I wanted to use that happy chipboard piece. So Happy Dude was perfect. I do use 2 of the triangle chipboard pieces and the heart. And here, it was the next day actually, and I had finally gotten around to getting the printables printed and cut. So I thought I maybe would want to use that teal heart, but I thought it was just taking away too much from the yellow heart, and I couldn't figure out where to put it. So in the end, I didn't add it. I did add a tag with some yellow polka dots, which is a little hard to see. They're under the triangles on the heart. And I'm going to do some misting. So here, I don't end up using the gold. I just use the black. But I get it everywhere because I was shaking it, and then I opened it a little bit, and I thought, well, maybe I should shake it a little bit more, but then I didn't close it, so it got all over my hands. I remember I did 2 big splatters that I didn't want on my paper, but that's okay because I'm just going to cover it up. So I wiped my hands clean. Just make sure you do that because the black will get over everything. And I'm going to just use some Tim Holtz tiny word stickers. I think it's the Occasions Small Chat. And I placed an I love you on the top where the heart is. I placed, I think it is something like never lose your sense of wonder under dude. Be your best self, something like that. You'll see in the close-ups. I can't remember exactly what they say. I'm going to add some enamel dots. These are, again, just from Michaels. I think they call them sugar dots, and this is what I'm using to cover up those big splatters. So I covered up the top one with the word sticker, and then the rest that I don't like, I'm going to cover with the enamel dots. So that is it there, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am really excited about these March Madness videos, and I hope you are too. So please join me next week for 2 more scrapbook process videos. on Thursday. Hope you liked this one. Give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next